Hey, just a quick update. I was just on a walk where, just in my neighborhood, uh, where I could feel that sense in every step that I'm home in this world, in this moment. And it's something that I've been looking for so long because I felt it before in these fleeting moments that were some of the peak moments of my life. Just simple things, walking along some water or leaning up against a statue, um, with an icy wind that felt like it was blowing through me. Um, I don't know, they're just examples of moments that stand out in my memory as just everything is just exactly where and how it's supposed to be. There's no there's no thought of there's no restlessness. There's no wondering. There's just a moment. And it's exactly how it is, and it's exactly how it should be. And it's wonderful to get glimpses of that. But lately, it's more like it can almost happen at will. And on my walk tonight, yeah, every footstep, every breath felt like just right. I mean, what else is? I mean, I mean, you can know. I, I could have known in my mind all along that this is this, and it couldn't be any other way. But conditioning is such as it is that you're always sort of pulling back from it, judging it, wondering how it should be, wondering where else you could be, wondering what you should be doing, wondering if uh, the baggage retrieval system they've got at Heathrow, like whatever, there's always something you can worry about. Um, and of course, there are times to take action or remediate something or help someone. But when you're on a walk, you can just be on a walk. And watching it's walking around our little suburban pond. Actually, it's a pretty good sized pond, but sort of watching the the way the sunlight interacts with the bottom of the clouds. As clouds, and there was a sun kind of under the clouds, and it would illuminate the sort of roughness of the underside of the clouds, the details, the texture. And meanwhile, the water, was just kind of rippling in a way that broke the image up just beautifully. And even the image of the fence or the sidewalk across the pond also, it was all just shimmering, all these colors. And it was like, I mean, when you're working with mushrooms, for example, something that's still, normally a still image will look like it's moving, right? Um, and it's beautiful. And also the sort of the veil between our analytical minds and wonder, the mystery and beauty of everything, the veil gets thinner, or it disappears. Um, and that's what I felt like with, the shimmering water, the shimmering images on the water. Like, how is that any, I mean, like the sort of mushroom images or whatever, or videos, whatever you call them, I don't know, moving images are whimsical and beautiful, but so is this. Is this not? It seemed just exactly as whimsical and magical as, um, yeah, is what you might see on a mushroom trip. And the sky, that of course sunsets, they're a more slowly moving image, but it's a moving image, and it was equally, magical. And it's easier sort of to walk with good posture. It just sort of happens more naturally because it's like it makes breathing so much easier. And you're not kind of like, it's like, and breath is more like something kind of delicious. I spent most of my life being kind of annoyed that I have to breathe all day, and even more annoyed if somebody asks me to pay attention to my breathing, because then it gets weird. And it's like, am I controlling it? Is it controlling me? Yeah. But now it's very just, it just does what it does. It's natural. And most of the time I don't really notice it, to be honest, but when I do, when I sort of focus on it, it feels like ocean waves or something, like crashing on little pebbles. I mean, maybe that sounds like drowning or something uncomfortable, but it's just more like something peaceful and lovely. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to capture that walk and this feeling. It feels like I am going to make some more videos soon about, sort of the difference between being in the watcher state, being in the awareness trap, I guess is called. Um, because I had some of that going on for a while, kind of like self structure, no self structure, tenuous self structure, watcher state. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of all over the place, but I'm settling into, I'm more able to settle into just being where I am. And it's I can still feel the very faint yapping of chihuahuas, like the world's going to hell, you're just sitting here enjoying yourself. Um, I'm giving myself some time to get established in this consciousness. Uh, and again, there are times and places for action. I don't pretend there are not. But there are also times and places for practice and establishing yourself in consciousness in a way that hopefully can, well, I don't know. Do I have to justify myself? That's what I feel like doing right now. It's what I'm doing right now. So that's that. Um, yeah, one challenge remains people, especially sort of, like random people. And I live in suburban Oklahoma, so, and I'm not somebody who fits in with that demographic very well, generally speaking. Uh, so there can be like a big disconnect. Um, but we are all human at the end of the day, and that can be its own lesson, I'm sure. But for now, it's nice to be at a place where I'm feeling kind of plugged into the world, plugged into existence, I guess, more than ever. And it's really beautiful, and it really feels like flow, where it's not just like randomly I get in flow, once every 5 years or something. It's, it's more like uh, go on a walk, bring your flow, So, yeah. But of course, it's still possible to get rattled out of it in many different ways. And yeah, it's nice to have this experience in the spring because it's just so gorgeous, the red buds and everything else. Um, and the weather right now is perfect. So, yeah, just a little update.